There is a setting on Battlefield 6 that you guys might want to change. This setting has allowed me to actually win a lot of gunfights, and you guys definitely need to go ahead and switch this right now. So we're going to go ahead and show you guys 3 different options, but we're going to show you guys the one that you need to pick. This is peeking sideways, but when you double tap, he comes out. Double tap, he comes out. You aim and he's aiming like this. Everybody, welcome back to the channel. So we are back with another video. Today we're going to show you guys a setting that you guys probably don't know about. Now this setting right here is very important because you might actually win a lot of gunfights doing this. Now this has something to do with behind cover. Now we're going to go ahead and show you guys exactly what we're talking about, because there's 2 different ways that you guys can actually do this, and a lot of people have not actually adjusted this right here. So as you guys notice, when you guys approach any cover like behind walls, cars, or anything like that, when you aim close to the objective, you actually come like this. But this is only if you actually set it up like this. Now I'm actually holding the button down right now, and I'm actually aiming like this, so I can go ahead and start shooting. But if you guys notice right here, when I let go of the button, I don't go back to cover. You guys see that, right? So when you aim right here, you don't go back to cover. You pretty much still in the open. Now before I even aim, I'm behind cover. When I aim, now I'm actually outside cover, and it does not come back automatically. Now if you guys actually go here and double tap the aiming button as well, now you actually come outside completely. You are not longer leaning, but I'm still behind cover. Now if you guys actually just want to go ahead and do this, right, and then push back behind cover just manually, you can actually do that, but you guys can actually set it up automatically. So let's go ahead and go to that setting real quick. It's going to be simple. You're going to go to controller, and then you're going to go to infantry right here, and you're going to click on top where it says control setting, and then you're going to scroll all the way at the bottom right here, and you're going to see this right here: mount, breakout, mount type, preset, and pick time. So this is what I just switched it to aim down the sight. Now by default, I believe this thing was on combo. You can actually do double tap, or you can do combo. I'm gonna show you guys what combo actually does. Alright you guys, so basically what we're gonna do right here, look at this. So as soon as you approach this, you see how your weapon is already leaning. So this option right here, your weapon is already ready to actually come out like this. As soon as you let go, you actually go back to cover. So this one's different than the previous setting we just had. So this one's, you're already leaning like this, and then you aim. But as you guys can see, you're not leaning the way the other one actually how you leaning. And then when I double tap, it won't lean either. So as you can see, this one only has one option, which is kind of weird. Even though it say combo, I still don't understand why it say combo when you only able to do one option. I'm gonna show you guys what we're talking about where it say combo. So if you go way back down to the settings, right here it say while aiming down the side, press mounting input. But anyway, this is what we was actually using: combo, and then the double tap, right? Combo and double tap. As you can see right here, you see on the background the weapon actually moving. So combo and double tap. If you guys go to double tap, you actually aim like this. But again, when you let go, he don't go behind cover. Now if you aim, then the weapon actually comes out completely. If you let go, he go back in cover. If you aim, he come out. But if you double tap, you actually stay outside. So what we're gonna show you now is if you go back, once again, let's go back. And we're gonna change it to aim down the side. Look what happened when we do aim down the side. As soon as you approach this, you aim and the guy is already there. You aim, this is peeking sideways. But when you double tap, he comes out. Double tap, he comes out. You aim and he's aiming like this. So the best setting based on what we noticed is that the aim down the side, he do not go back in cover. And when you double tap, you completely come out, right? But you do not go back to cover. So technically the best setting to actually go back to cover and still be able to do both, as opposed to the other one only doing one. It's not a combo. It's not a combo. It's gonna be the double tap. And this is why, because when you come here and you aim, you come out and you come back to cover. You double tap, you're aiming like this, and you come out, right? You not longer in cover, but remember, you can aim like this and go back to cover. You can shoot, come back to cover, shoot, come back to cover. All you guys need to do is let go of the button and you go back to cover. If you want to pick the other way, you just double tap and you pick a little bit. Now you're not going to go back to cover unless, let me see if you can do it. So you're going to double tap, pick, and then aim. But you don't go back to cover. The only way to come back to cover is if you go behind cover and then you aim, you shoot, and then you let go and then you go back to cover. If you double tap, you're going to pick like this. But you come back to cover, right? But you cannot pick. It will not let me pick. When I aim, he only does that. See what I'm saying? You come back to cover, but he doesn't do the other motion, the other strategy, which is kind of like aiming like this. Like that. You see?